All right, so this is the homie podcast right here with Pisto Garcia, my co-host right here, Rene Lopez, all the way from San Diego, homie. Apenas llegó. He barely made it, but he fucking made it, eh?
Yeah, it was.
And then we got Cleen Rockone, my homie.
What?
Slash client, slash fucking the guy making all the dreams come true.
I'm trying.
Making all
I'm
the
trying to make
moves.
my dreams come true.
Making all the
Yo,
moves.
man. So one of the biggest reasons I wanted to have you on here is because, especially you're our first fucking guest ever.
Oh, this is the first one?
First one, homie. You're the first one, homie.
Yeah.
I know we look like we got it together, but
You're like, hey man, we got this podcast. We're gonna make it happen. I'm like,
you know.
Yeah.
damn, I'm all right. So that's cool. So this
first one,
is the intro, the birth.
The birth.
So we better make it fucking good.
Fuck yeah,
I've
homie.
never done this in my life. I'm like, this
Dude,
guy's
I'm a
like,
pro.
Oh, neither have
You want
I.
me to fucking roll
I
this
know
bitch
you're
out?
a
I'll
pro.
fucking.
I know you're a pro. Dude. I've seen your shit.
Yeah, I'll make this shit happen.
I've
Let's
been
do
following
it.
your shit for a minute, dude. Because I lived out here for a couple years. I worked for Tone.
Yep.
You know, and but I was only here 2 years, and that's when you first got on the first Ink Master, dude.
Oh yes, it's
and
been
we're like-
almost 5 years now.
Yeah.
That was like
Tone
2014.
I was like, yeah, he's gonna be on there. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And then sure enough, you're
Yeah.
on there, dude.
I'm like the fucking dude. Like I have
Yeah.
the record for the most appearances on the show,
Oh,
and
yeah?
everybody's like, "Oh man, are you gonna keep going back?" I said, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna keep going back. I'm gonna go back as fucking many times as they call me." They're like, yeah, but they keep robbing you. I'm like, "But do
What do
they?"
you mean?
Because I
What do
keep
you
getting
mean?
a check every time I go, so I don't know.
Yeah.
If they're,
It's cool, like you
I almost turned it into a career.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah.
You know,
I-
so
Fuck yeah.
you
I'm
know,
cool.
like, people are all
Yeah, yeah,
skeptical
yeah.
about that, you know, like tattooers going on TV and this and that, like people talk shit. It's like
who's talking shit though? Other tattooers.
just other, yeah, well,
Other-
yeah.
The only
It's
people
like
talking
Ink
shit.
Masters wag, Ink
Yeah,
Masters,
and those
you
are
know.
and those
You
are the
didn't make
dudes
it.
that applied for season 2
I
and
know
didn't
it's
make
a
it.
show. I know it's a show. I know it's a show and shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how much of it is, you know.
We're there to make good TV.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
And here's my whole take on that, because I see all these guys hating, and I see all these tattoo guys and all these cool kids. Fucking master.
Too cool for school.
Yeah, they're too cool for
Too
school.
cool for school.
But here's what it comes down to. You're the 0.01%, right, that is funding that show or watching it, right?
Yeah.
The other 1,000%, housewives, fucking soccer moms, fucking, you know, the fucking dude who fucking who has this 4 fucking banger tat. You know what I mean? Like you ain't shit, dude.
Right.
Like who cares? Like we get it, you don't like it, but you're into tattoos,
Yeah.
but you hate the show. Okay, well, what are you gonna go watch? Better Housewives? Gonna go watch a cooking show?
Well,
Like,
it's all reality shows now.
Yeah,
You
like
know, it's
you know
all
what I
reality
mean.
shows now
Like
on TV.
I'm into tattoos, and I will say that I never watched it before I got on the show,
Right.
just because I don't really watch TV. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh,
Like I wake up and I'm like either tattooing or I'm fucking trying to build some shit, or you know, like I'm trying to do a lot of things. So I don't sit around and watch TV. Like I literally didn't have a TV in my house. I take it back. I had one in my bedroom. I didn't have one in my living room until this Thanksgiving, because I usually have a
Damn.
huge Thanksgiving party, and then you know, we're usually out back throwing horseshoes or fucking bonfire or whatever. But I knew it was gonna rain. I was like, fuck. I'm like, I'm gonna have all these damn kids in my fucking house. I'm like, I need to at least get a TV
Yeah.
or something, so they got something to do other than, you know, like sit there and bitch, you know.
Yeah.
So I went and bought a big ass fucking TV, because I was like, I mean, it's not even that big. It's like fucking, like it's normal. It's like a normal fucking TV, like a 40-inch or some shit.
Oh, okay.
It's a normal TV.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
right,
But I'm
right.
like, I bought this TV because I'm like, all right, well, these people have to have something to do, you know. But I don't really ever sit around and watch TV.
Yeah.
Like never. Like I don't have
No.
cable. Everybody's like, oh, did you watch this Ink Master? Like Ink Master used to have to text me the episodes, because if I didn't have a viewing party, I wouldn't watch it.
Mm.
So they're like, you got to watch it and talk about it on social media and blah blah blah. And I was just like,
Oh, man, that's-
bars and shit.
That's like a
yeah.
job.
Well, we had little viewing parties
I went
you
to
know,
the first one that
at South Point.
at South Point with
Yeah,
Tone.
yeah,
I went
yeah.
a couple times. We went a couple times.
Yeah, it was fun. You know,
It
but
was
it was,
cool.
but you know, it was like a lot of work though. You know, like I was like,
You had to be there at every
I had to
single.
be there. I had to hand out free stuff. I had to schmooze and moose and fucking. Then
Yeah.
on top of that, they're still making me pay for drinks.
Really?
Like motherfucker, I just just brought all these people here. You have to make me buy $9 Red Bulls?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
That's
So I'd
not
still
cool.
be like $200 out at the end of the night, because I'm buying everybody drinks and shit. I'm like, fuck, man, I'm giving away all the free tattoos, giving away T-shirts, promoting everything, and these motherfuckers couldn't even throw me a fucking free drink. Damn.
You got to the finale on all the because you kept going back. I know you kept going back, dude. And
All
I
right,
was like,
season 5, I took second, and then after season 5, I realized when I was there I did my finale piece, and I was like, I was like, all right, cool. I'm doing good. My tattoo came out dope. So we're there and we're rehearsing, right? Because it's live.
mm,
And we're rehearsing this whole thing. And a lot of things kept being said that they already knew who fucking won. So they're like, and then blank, you didn't win. And we're like, wait, did you just say that we didn't win? Oh, no, we're just hypothetically saying that. I'm like, motherfucker, you're reading off a script. Like, we all have this. So then,
that was season 5.
Season 5, yeah. So I knew before we even walked on stage that fucking that something was up. And I remember rehearsing my lines with my producer, and then she said, like, she was just reading because she's got like 3 fucking headphones in, and it's crazy, and it's like 2 hours or an hour before we go on stage. And I remember her like reading off my lines, and then she says, okay, and Dave says, Cleen, you don't have what it takes to be Ink Master, but don't walk off stage. And I was like, wait, did you just tell me that I lost? And I could see in her face that she just fucked up. And she was like, I'm just saying, if he does say that, don't walk off stage. And I was like, damn, really? I lost? And she was like, no,
maybe.
and I could tell, I was like, holy fuck. So then I was just like, damn, I fucking lost. Because I thought, this is legit shit, So I was like, damn, I fucking lost. So then all of a sudden, like, she ran out of the room. And then all of a sudden, like, 3 more producers came in. And then they're all fucking trying to talk to me like, blah, 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 blah. We're not saying you didn't win. We're not saying. I'm like, oh, they're making a big deal out of this. So I fucking was like, all right, I lost. So I was kind of bummed because I was like, damn, I really thought this was a fucking legit deal. So then,
What do you mean? What do you mean a legit deal?
Well, I mean,
Like, is it because of the tattoo, or they just picking people because
there's
of
well,
the
I mean,
skill, or what?
well,
Is it character based? I don't know.
it's subject to art, right? So what was it? I was the overall obvious pick to win. The second place dude usually always strives. If you look at the format, the way that most TV shows are ran, the dude who like snowballs all the way to the end and then loses,
right?
There's a huge upset on social media.
Right.
Huge reaction.
Right. It's
Instead
like,
of
why?
everybody going, yeah, I saw that coming.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, maybe I got a chance at this. But then once,
fuck you for good TV.
yeah, exactly for the drama and the whole like, oh man. And on top of that, Jason was a comeback from another season, so there was no way he was gonna fucking lose. Even though his tattoo was terrible, it healed terrible. It was like if you looked at it in person, you're like,
That was on
like,
Ink
is
Master.
this show even about good tattoos? So it was a bad heel. He had a bunch of shit, and then there, whatever. You've seen it on previous tons of episodes, and I'm not being a sore loser at all. Like, I don't give a fuck. Honestly, I really could care too less about it, winning or losing. I always say it. I'm like, winning that title is like winning the Special Olympics.
Dude,
Like,
you
it doesn't mean shit.
You kept going back though, dude.
Well, yeah, because they paid me.
Fuck yeah.
Like every time I had to go back,
I
they're
know.
like, hey, we want you to come back. And I'm like, well, how much are you going to pay me? They're like, well, we gave you this much. I said, well, let's double that. And they're like, well, I mean, we can't double it. I said, well, then triple it. And they're like, well, we can't triple it. I'm like, well, make it 4 times and I'll be there for sure. I'm like, make it 5 times the amount and I will make sure that I do not miss my flight. And they're like, okay, cool. So.
And it was cool, man. Like the last fucking back piece.
When'd you stop wearing sleeves?
Well, that was the thing. I was the token tank top guy. I sent him, okay.
Yeah, some bitching fucking like Western shirts
Well, that was
with house sleeves, dog. They're hard as fuck.
Well, that was okay. So here's the thing. When I first went, when this whole thing snowballed, right? This whole entire Ink Master thing, it's a fucking back and forth for months, back and forth. Hey, send me a picture of what you're wearing today, and I'm like,
damn, what the fuck? Like on a random day though.
I'm like, yeah, I mean they'll text you. The producers will text you
early in the morning. What are you wearing?
Yeah. I'm like, these bitches are, you know. So they're like, okay, we need to see outfits. So let's see you in this, and this. And I'm like, okay. They're like, well, what do you wear? And I'm like, I wear T-shirts and Dickies. Like I wear fucking, you know, I'll wear Levi's. You know, literally I'm at the shop all day with no fucking shirt on. So they're like, okay.
Shirts off party.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, dude, I'll do this shit, no shirt, no all day, every day. But there's no place to put a mic. So
They can't tape it and shit?
yeah, exactly. That's what I said. So then on top of that, if you look at like the characters, every season is the same character. There's always like the token fat guy with the fedora and the beard. There's the token tank top guy every season. There's the guy with the baseball jersey. There's the token goth chick with the red hair. It's the same character. You know, they change them a little bit. Like if you look at Jason Clay Dunn and what the fuck's his name? Oh my God. Gentle J. They look like fucking twins, man. They're like literally Twinkies.
Yeah.
And their shop is like named like the same shit but flipped.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's really crazy. But
and then you started getting all yoked up.
well, yeah, because I saw myself on TV. I was like, damn. I'm a little skinny bitch, dude.
And
I'm like,
started gymming.
yeah.
Hard,
You know what's funny?
he
I was
watching the stories. I'm like, damn, this guy's getting yoked. Like,
well, I was already going to the gym all the time.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know, I was more being a
You got like a trainer and everything, though.
Yeah, but I was doing more boxing, and that's just cardio. So I didn't have any, you know, you just stay skinny.
Yeah.
You know, like it's hard to bulk at all when you're fucking. So then I was hitting the gym, and then obviously, you know, boxing. But then once I see myself on TV, I was like, damn, dude, I need to like start fucking thickening up a little bit.
So that's where the tank tops came from.
Well, no, the tank, they make you. Let me tell you how this works. They pick everything.
Yeah.
Every fucking thing.
Yeah.
They cut your hair.
What?
They tell you what color shirt to wear, what color pants to wear. They tell you what fucking shoes to wear. You don't.
But your style.
Well, I mean, no.
No.
You think these dudes wanted to wear bow ties and shit on fucking TV? Dude, he never
shit.
owned a bow tie in his life, and they're like, "You're the bow tie guy," and they're like, I don't want to be able. They're like, okay, we'll get somebody else to do it. No, I'll wear the bow tie. You know what I mean? Like, this is your shot.
Well,
you know,
you had Western shirts without sleeves.
Well, that was
on,
mine.
That's what I'm saying.
That was my, because I had those from when I first went on as part of like, hey, I'm gonna wear this, and they were like, no. You're just gonna be the
But
tank
they were
top.
sleeveless since then.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, and they were like, no, you're just gonna be, you know, I'm a fucking rockabilly greaser dude.
Yeah.
Been
Fuck
that,
yeah,
you know,
homie.
I didn't
That's
come
right.
into this shit fucking yesterday.
Yeah.
I was at fucking Viva 2, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Fuck
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like when I was a contestant, I couldn't do what I wanted to. I couldn't wear what I wanted to wear.
Yeah.
Right? They were like, no, you're wearing a blue fucking tank top today, and then you get all dressed, and then they're
it was
like
baby blue and shit.
yeah. So then I'm like, okay, cool. I'm wearing a blue tank top with fucking some weird colored khakis or some shit, and then you get up and you're already mic'd, and you're in there like, wait. No, there's too many guys wearing. No, you got to go change. So then you got to run off and change real quick to a different color shirt because somebody else's. The focus of that episode was on that person.
That's too much.
So I had to, you know, it's like
You couldn't be on there, dog?
I can't do that shit.
Come on,
I
dog.
mean-
What if they paid you?
hey,
What if they paid
well,
you?
that's the whole thing.
It's for, you know, that's not for everybody. I
yeah,
think.
but that's the whole thing. Is I feel like a lot of people go on there and then for whatever reason they just turn into prima donnas, man. Like, I can't eat this fucking food. It's like you ordered it. Like, why like, you know, we're like, you've been here for 2 months now. Like, you already know that we potentially don't eat right on the fucking dot. We have to finish up filming, finish up a scene, wait till we're at a good stopping point, and then we go eat. So why won't you just order like a chicken salad or something?
The people are never going to be on TV again.
Well, that's it. That's it. And you want to know why I've been on TV so many fucking times? Because I play the fucking game. The game is, what the fuck do you guys want me to do?
Right.
And I'll fucking do it. You want me to fucking do it? Perfect. No problem. No bitching.
Yeah.
You fit
No
in pretty
complaining.
damn good, dude. You fucking.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's why I feel like me personally, that's why my phone keeps ringing, is because I've told them and I've said, whatever the fuck you want me to go out there and act like a psycho? I'll do it. Because I tried. I was like, man, we need some good shit. Let's do some good shit. Let's fucking I could slaughter this guy. They're like, no. We don't want to ruin anybody's career. No. I'm like, no, this is my time. Like, let's do this. Like, I'll go out there and fucking rage on this dude. They're like, no. Save it for next season. I'm like,
what the hell?
All right. Well, all right. Yeah, dude, looks great. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
So I feel like that's why my phone keeps ringing, is because I tell him, I'm like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to go out there and act like a fool? Do you want me to fucking be cool? Do you want me to be collective? Do you want me to fucking eat shitty food? Do you want me to fucking wake up? It's a job.
Yeah.
And you have to treat it like a job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You wake up.
And
they
you
tell
liked it. You liked it.
It's a very structured fucking deal. You know, they tell you exactly what to do. They tell you how to do it, and you fucking do it. And it ain't rocket science.
But on top of that, you were a pretty fucking good tattooer. Not, I mean, there's good tattooers on there,
Yeah.
but you were fucking.
You know what? I tell people all the time, the tattooing's the easiest.
But is it
like that's the easiest part? Like,
is it about tattooing and competition, or is it about like who's playing what?
Here's what I say.
What is it?
Here's what everybody says, and I just kind of sit back and listen to what people are talking about. Obviously, there's fucking amazing tattooers. You got fucking guys like, Nico Hurtado, and you got guys like fucking Arlo, and you got guys like fucking, Robert Hernandez, and you got all these great, amazing tattooers that people would say are the top of the fucking food chain as far as tattooing goes, right?
Yeah.
Put all those motherfuckers in one room. Tell them, okay, you got 6 hours, do the best you can. Chances are you're going to see some of the best fucking tattoos ever.
Yeah. Fuck,
so then what do? Well, how are you going to fucking pick who's the most fucked up? Because none of them are going to be fucked up. All right, well, first one who runs around the block fucking doesn't go home. You know what I mean? Like, how are you going to pick it? You got to have
some shitty ass tattooers.
Yes. You got to have your characters.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And then here's the thing. And this is what I loved about the show, man. Like I get it if you specialize in one thing and you specialize in this and that's your forte. But at the end of the day, tattooing is fucking tattooing. If you have basic fundamentals, right? Doesn't matter if you're doing Japanese style or portrait or fucking black and gray or fucking traditional. If you close your eyes and you fucking do the tattoo, no matter what the fucking picture is, it's still the same shit. You're still doing solid color, solid lines, solid fucking tattooing, right?
Yeah.
No matter what the picture is. It could be a fucking cat, it could be a fucking dog, it could be a fucking giraffe, it could be a fucking portrait of a fucking dumpster. It's all fucking the same, right? For the most part.
Yeah.
Blue is fucking solid. No matter what the fucking, it could be a fish, it could be a fucking goddamn blimp, it could be a fucking car. Blue is fucking supposed to be blue and it's solid, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why when motherfuckers go on this show that they fucking shit the bed when they're like, oh my God, I don't normally do Japanese tattoos. So what, you forgot how to pack black? Like what, you do realism tattoos and now all of a sudden, since you're not doing realism, you can't pack black? Like black is black. It should be black no matter what. Why the fuck? Just because you're not doing a fucking style that you're not used to, what, you forgot how to do lines? You forgot how to do fucking shading? Like, all you have to do, and that's why I always said, I'm like, the tattooing part is the easiest.
Yeah.
Because it's the same shit you do.
The
only difference is the picture. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And at least that's my opinion.
I mean, I don't get it. There's a lot of dudes that are,
Anytime I ever got any kind of bad critique, not to cut you off, anytime I got bad critiqued on the show, it was never for my application. It was always just for subject to art. That's it. So that's the beauty of the show, and that's why the show is so they can veer it any way they want, because one day the judges might not like blue, and then the next day they're fucking praising it. They're like, fuck yeah, we love blue. They're like, wait a minute, you kicked the dude off last week because he didn't like blue. Well, this week we love blue because it's subject to art. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It can go any which way they want. You're sitting at home watching this shit going, damn, how come they sent fucking Bobby fucking 2 times home? He was the best there. They're like, fuck. He didn't finish a tattoo this week. Yeah, but last week that other bitch didn't finish a tattoo. You know what I mean? It's all subject to art, and they can make it go any which way they want. So it worked. It worked for 13 fucking seasons. Now it's fucking canceled. It's done. So hopefully I'll be on the fucking fucking remastered fucking box set. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't get shit from none of that,
Box
so
set.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
These guys are getting rich. I got a fucking couple bucks.
Hey man, you're a character on that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to move on to some new shit. Hopefully it works out.
Hey, you work, man. You work on there. That fucking, I think it was just on YouTube, but I don't know if it was a commercial or fucking, what was it? The Bang?
Oh, that was funny.
Oh, me, that shit was tight.
That was not. That was some
You gotta
weird.
watch it,
I
dude.
don't know.
Like,
I might have.
I drink those Bang energy drinks, which I would
see-
fucking die for one right now. Like
Yeah.
I literally would fucking. Well, anyhow, I drink those Bang energy drinks, and if you go on Instagram, you see it's only chicks. Like if you look at their Instagram, you are a fucking eat the peanuts out of her shit hot fucking Bang fucking representative. These chicks are like banging hot, and their whole Instagram is nothing but chicks. Oh my god, my Bang! Ah.
Yeah.
You're just like.
It
Fuck.
sells.
And then you start thinking, damn, am I going to grow tits if I drink this? Because this bitch is hot as fuck, you know? The dudes are just jacked, standing in the background like monsters. You know, it's like, how many testosterone fucking shots has that guy had this week, you know?
Is that the one with creatine?
It's got everything. Creatine.
Yeah?
It's got all
yo, I
kinds
had
of
one of those. It was like a blast, homie. Fuck. I'm good.
I don't do that.
I drink
I
like
don't
3
do
of them a
energy
day.
drinks.
Dude. Yo,
And
yeah.
on top of that, I'm pounding a fucking 5-hour energy drink, and then I've got my 911 from fucking Dutch Bros. I don't know.
Yo, but that's what you look like after you on that video. Like you had 3 of those.
Yeah.
And he had,
Well, I was
a
just
Spice Up song on there too. Like you got.
We were filming. Actually, we were
Yeah.
filming my pilot to try and get my own reality show.
Yeah.
So you can watch that on my YouTube channel, Cleen Rockone 11. So we were filming that, and I was just, you know, like just being funny, like I always do. You know, I like being in front of the camera, so I was just trying to fucking.
That's what I was gonna ask you. You seem pretty natural. Was it like that from like the very first day you're on?
Like
Ink
even right
Master and
now,
shit,
you know,
or
I
what?
gotta put it on a little bit. You know?
I'm nervous as fuck, dude. I'm a second modelo and shit. Like,
you know what's so funny is that's how a lot of guys are on the show, and they fucking pump you. Like if there's anything that you need on Ink
give it to
Master,
you.
when it comes to booze, they were like, okay,
for real?
okay. For instance,
What about drugs? No?
they,
I'm just saying it's Hollywood. I don't know.
Well, no, it's in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
There's a huge
TV.
thing about the weed thing out there for that. On season 5, one of the guys got kicked off for smoking weed.
What?
And it was there's a whole fucking thing about
Smoking
it.
weed. That's
And
crazy.
it wasn't
and
because
that's a
he
bunch
was
of tattoo artists.
He wasn't just smoking weed. He had his old lady mailing it to him in the mail, fucking U.S. Postal Service and shit, you know?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and they already warned him. They're like, yo, bro, like, you can't be smoking weed, which everybody did. But the dude was trying to walk around like he was Snoop Dogg and shit, fucking smoking blunts. They're like, bro, you know this, you could get this whole entire fucking operation shut down because this is illegal. We have cops that are off-duty cops working here.
It's on the
You know,
East
like
Coast, too,
they would
yeah.
love to have a fucking story
Different
to fucking
laws.
be like, they're doing drugs, you know. So anyhow, they just couldn't take the chance and they booted him off. It was, and he was,
But
But
booze
everybody
don't
was
give you
smoking.
anything.
But
yeah. When
everybody
it comes to booze, okay. For instance, every day, I was cool to everybody, and I
Yeah.
am. I'm cool to everybody. If you're cool to me, man, we're bros. So
That's
I
for
was
sure.
cool. Yeah, I was cool to everybody. And there's a Dunkin' Donuts right next door. And remind you, when we're on the show, we're locked in this building. We do not leave. We cannot leave
At all.
at all. You do not just fucking be like, hey, I'm gonna run to the store real quick. No, you do not leave this building whatsoever. And if you do, I used to go to the gym once a week. They would escort me to the gym. There'd be a group of us. We'd go to the
They
gym.
escort you? Why are
Oh,
they
yeah.
escorting you though? So you won't
Because-
take off?
Yeah, because
You won't like.
you're a liability. Like at that point, they're fucking investing a lot of money into you, and if
yeah.
all of a sudden you don't show up or you're meeting a fucking drug dealer, we used to fuck with them and tell them that we're getting blowjobs through the fence down there. We're like, we got hookers off of Craigslist and they're sucking our dick
What
through the
the
fence, and they're like, for real? We're like, yeah.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
Well, no, I mean,
I know.
no, it's just-
So crazy.
I mean, it was hard
Oh.
getting my fucking thing through the fence, you know. But so it was just you're locked down. So I was just like, hey, if any of you guys are going to Dunkin' Donuts, you know, the staff, the PA guys, they would all.
Yeah.
I'm like, if any of you guys are going, if you fucking fly, I'll buy. So I'm like, boom, I'll buy coffee for everybody. I don't give a fuck. Right? Here's fucking $30 to buy all the guys, the camera guys, the PA guys, whatever. whoever's going, I'll fucking buy it. And they're like, nah, don't worry about it, Cleen. We got you. We'll let them pay for it. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
So every day when I woke up, they were like, hey, Cleen, here you go. And they'd put a fucking, I got an extra large fucking Dunkin' Donuts coffee with fucking extra cream, extra sugar. And boom, it'd be right on my nightstand right when I woke up. Because we slept all in a fucking big giant room.
What the fuck?
There's beds.
Oh, man.
Right? And then the girls had their own room.
Federal camp and shit?
And after I've been there a while, I slept in the girls' room a lot too. So,
What the fuck?
Get privileges. Get privileges.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus, but there'd be a lot of fucking marriages destroyed from this fucking.
Oh, yeah, no, hey, you know.
And I'm sure there's probably a lot that have been destroyed since then. Because, you're gone for 2 months. Fuck, there's one dude down there gone for fucking weird. It was 3 days in, and all he kept talking about was how he's so horny. I would suck a guy's dick.
What the fuck?
You're like, what? Okay. No, really, I'm so horny. I would suck a guy's dick. You're like,
that's weird, dude.
Are you offering to suck it? He's like, I mean, I would if you're into it. You're like, whoa, like, because you're stuck in this house, right?
Yeah.
So,
I don't
you start.
know.
How many days were you locked in there?
2 months, exactly 2 months.
No, like you didn't leave not one day.
We had one.
Oh, you got escorted to the gym, right?
Yeah, we got. Okay, so I'll break it all down for you. You're in this building. It's a big giant, just like this big building here. It's a big giant fucking warehouse building, and they've got the set for the tattooing in one, and then they got little individual rooms, and then they've got the other room where the critiques happen, and then you've got upstairs, which is the loft, where they have individual rooms, and our kitchen, and then our bedrooms and stuff like. So
it's like the real world with tattooers and shit.
It's a well-oiled system. So we go ahead and the first day we do flash challenge, which is usually off-site. They usually go find some cool little fucking building or background or park or wherever to do the fucking flash challenge at.
Yeah.
So we fucking hop in these buses. They drive us out to this fucking flash challenge, usually an hour away, hour drive. So we got to wake up super fucking early. All right, so we go to so we do the flash challenge. We're home. We leave at like, I don't know. Usually we start filming at 9 o'clock. So if it's an hour away, we got to fucking be up and ready by fucking 7, 6 o'clock is wake up and everybody's on the bus by whatever. So we go ahead and do the flash challenge. Come back, next day is tattoo. Then next day is critique. Somebody goes home. Then the next day is fucking flash challenge, tattoo, critique, and then on the 7th day, that is called our interview day. So that day is usually our day off for some people because that's when you do your interviews, when you're like sitting in front of the chair and then the background is like kind of blurred out and you're like just talking about like, this guy thinks he's going to send me home. He's an asshole. And then what you're basically doing is you're basically talking about shit that has already happened.
Yeah.
Right.
So basically, they used to call me the bite master because I would give them 3 versions of whatever they wanted. Like, say you did a tattoo, they're like, "Well, what do you think of fucking his tattoo?" And I'm like, his tattoo is fucking awesome. I'm probably gonna go home, And then I'm like, "There's no way I'm going home. His tattoo sucked." And I'm like, his tattoo is good, but I'm taking this one to the top. And you just give them 3 different versions of whatever topic it is, and then they just pick whichever one they want, So then you're talking about all the shit that just happened. Sometimes they'll come back and be like, okay, 3 weeks ago, this is what you said, and this is what happened, but we need to put a little more drama on that. I'm like, okay, cool. And then you'd go and redo that whole bite,
Oh, my gosh.
And it's pretty cool that I'm telling you all the insights right now because the show's canceled, so I can't get in any trouble.
Oh, yeah?
They
they're
canceled
saying
the show.
all that shit?
Yeah, I mean, it's fucking.
You signed a shit ton of waivers, huh?
I signed my life away.
Yeah.
Really?
I signed my life away for fucking,
The suits. Do you remember the suits at the end? This guy.
Oh yeah. Well, the first
was it purple or
Nah, the first one I had this badass. It was a vintage Stans actually. It was a vintage Stan suit from Vegas, and I just had it altered. And then once, because I was a tank top guy, so then they're like, oh well, what do you want to wear at the finale? I'm like, I'm wearing a fucking suit. They're like, you're gonna wear a suit? I'm like,
what were people
Wait,
wearing?
no sleeves.
like,
nah.
what the fuck? I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm wearing a suit. So they're like, all right, cool. So then once I wore a suit the first finale, I was in every other finale. I was in every finale after that, either just an appearance or just showing up or whatever. And they were like, you're like, yeah, you're the suit guy. So then once I got my own show, Ink Master Grudge Match, that's when I said, hey.
That's right.
Hey, what do you guys want me to wear?
I forgot he got that.
Yeah. So then they were like, well, what do you want to wear? I said, I'll wear whatever. They're like, well, we don't want you to wear tank tops. We want you to wear polo shirts. I said, well, if I'm gonna wear a polo shirt, it's gonna be a Fred Perry. You know, I'm not wearing fucking.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah, I'm not just gonna wear some fucking Tommy Hilfiger fucking. I'm wearing a fucking Fred Perry. I'm punk rock, motherfucker.
That's right.
You know,
Fuck
so they're like, Fred Perry. I don't know where the fuck they found these like pastel fucking Fred Perrys and shit. I got like pink with like purple fucking. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It was like the weirdest fucking. But anyhow, so then I said, all right, we need to fucking get some cowboy shirts in this motherfucker, you know?
Fuck yeah.
So that's when I went ahead and, you know, they just ordered a shit ton of them off of Amazon, and I just cut all the sleeves off of them. Actually, the first day that they got them,
and
you're
already
fucking cool shirts,
swole. By then, you were already swole.
Yeah. Well, I was at that time I was doing fucking push-ups like a psychopath. Man.
Yeah,
I was getting it. So I go ahead and I don't know. It just it snowballed into this, you know, thing, and we were hoping to get another season, but it was already pretty much done.
I didn't even open the first one. Here, I'm
trying to wake this guy up.
Dude, I had a rough night.
It's a long drive.
Well, I got off of work at 10.
I don't think it's the drive. I think it's what Vegas does to you.
And then,
especially for California,
man,
you get to Vegas and you're just like, I'm just gonna Vegas for like
that's
a little
like
bit before I go to bed. You know,
that's you going to San Diego.
Yeah.
I'm calling this dude. I'm like, hey, bro, I didn't hear from him for days.
He was at my house. He stayed there, like recovering for a few days. He got.
I figured. I was like,
pretty
well,
good experience.
Yeah.
Shout out to Woof. They almost killed me.
Yeah.
But we'll have him on.
Yeah.
Story.
Yeah, I figured I was like, he's with his dudes. He needs a vacation.
I mean, I almost died.
He was hurting, dude. He was.
Well, that's what I figured, because I was like, I said, well, I'm out of here. I got to go.
Yeah. No, it's all good. I appreciate you taking me out there. That shit was cool, man. It was a nice little trip.
It was actually pretty tough, because I went and got tattooed.
My right?
The first day, and then you know, I was like, whew, all right. Next day, fucking got tattooed again, and I was like, all right, I need to take a fucking nap. But then I got in my fucking car the next morning and fucking had to drive all the way over to La Crescenta, pick up my motor.
Yeah.
So I picked up that blower motor. As I was there picking up my blower motor, DJ hit me up and was like, yo, can you throw my bike on it? So I went over to the fucking these other dudes' shop and picked up his bike, and we fucking drove home. And I'm like, dude, I'm so fucking tired right now.
How many bangs did you drink?
I probably had at least fucking 3 on the ride home and a 5-hour energy drink.
That's
the shitty part, is I drink them so much that it's like it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
You know, like my heart is probably like, wait a minute, you're not gonna beat today if you don't fucking get a little fucking boom boom in there. You know what I mean? You need to put a little gas in the tank, son.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's weird. I just like the way they taste. I don't know.
They'll fire you
wake
up.
You up.
Damn
they
sure.
wake you up, huh?
I don't know.
This one needs them though. Look, man, like
I
this
think
guy.
He's naturally.
He's naturally pumped. Yeah, for sure. But like,
it depends. Sometimes I'm like,
tired.
I can't get my ass moving. You know.
Yeah, but you move, homie. Like, I got mad respect for you because you're very inspiring. Like, I go over your pad and I'm fucking working, whatever, and then I see you with another car or a bus or making your own tattoo machines. You're always moving. You're always on it. And a lot of motherfuckers nowadays, like, they don't know the hustle. You know what I'm saying? And
and you know what's crazy is I forgot where I was at. I've owned my own tattoo shop since 1999, right? And I sold that thing. I already lived here in Vegas. I owned that shop, Top Notch Tattoos. It was fucking one of the best shops in Illinois, still is. And I turned around and I moved to Vegas just because me and my ex-wife, we just had some issues. And I was like, man, I need to change. I don't give a fuck if she comes or not. You know what I mean? And whatever. So then we moved to Vegas. And then,
why'd you pick?
Well, we were going to move to Texas. And then when we split up for a little bit, I ended up hooking up with some chick down in Texas. So we're going to move to Austin. And I was like,
that's why you're going to Texas.
So then I was like, man, you know what? If we were ready to move to Austin, and she always wanted to move to California. And I was like, man, I know as soon as and we were back together at the time, and we were like, man, I'm like, as soon as we fucking get to Texas, I already know, because I was there's a small scene when you're in the scene. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like
Everybody knows
it's not hard to
everybody.
fuck some dude's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, cool, that chick likes chopper dudes with tattoos, and it's a small fucking scene.
Yeah.
So sure enough, I'm like, all right, cool. I already know that we're gonna be down in fucking Texas, and the first concert we go to or show or whatever, that this chick's gonna just pop up, and there goes fucking everything that I'm trying to put back together. So I was like, fuck. And then we were out here for Viva one year. I want to say it was like 06 or 07, I don't know, whichever it was. And my buddies were like, yeah, dude, we're crushing it at the fucking working at the fucking casinos. We're just making bank. So I was like, well, I don't know, I'll just move. And then she was like, fuck it, you can get a job in Vegas. Let's move to Vegas. So I was like, fuck it. So we just agreed on Vegas. So then we came out to Vegas, and I love it, man. I think Vegas works really good for me. It's fucking, I like the weather. I don't mind it when it's hot,
The motherfucking desert, dog. You either like it or you don't.
Yeah, totally.
All those Californians, I want to talk shit, but
This guy's born and raised here.
born and raised here, homie.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm from the Midwest, so
Right,
if I don't have to shovel fucking snow or drive in that shit, I'm cool.
I couldn't do snow. I love it, but
It sucks.
Been here my whole life.
Well, you know what? Here's one thing I will
drive.
say that is very motivating about the Midwest. Is you have literally 8 months of shit weather. So if you can't come out the next fucking year cracking with your ride fucking rolling deep and fucking tough, well, then you fucking suck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you got 8 months of downtime. There's no excuse.
Yeah.
Here, I find it harder to keep my shit on the road because I'm constantly driving it. I'm like, I feel like our downtime is the summer because it's so hot.
As fuck, yeah.
You know what I mean? Where there, it's like you've got September, it's already cold as fuck out in the fucking, October, November, December, January, February, March is, there's still fucking snow in March sometimes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you've got you got 6 months of shit that you should be inside fucking in the garage banging on your fucking projects. And I think that helps you get your shit done. I mean, it helped me, so now I'm like, fuck, it's nice. I'll just go ride, Like, oh, cool. It's fucking, there's always something going on. So I feel like it takes a little bit to get your shit done if, you're not on top of it,
Yeah,
focused.
my shit's not on the road half of the year, so I don't care if it's hot as fuck or cold as shit. I'm going to ride it when it's driving,
Yeah.
And out here, I mean, it ain't snowing. It never fucking rains.
Dude, we didn't get any of this. Did it snow?
Since February, we haven't got no goddamn rain.
I know.
crazy.
It has not rained. I was just saying this the other day. I was like, dude, we're going to fucking wash away. Because if it's building right now, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Because I was like, fuck.
Everything floods mad quick out here.
Yeah.
Fucking
But
an hour rain and
yeah, it hasn't rained since February.
yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, dude. No monsoon this year.
That is crazy. Because normally it comes down. And I was like, August it's going to let loose. But nothing.
Yeah.
We ain't got shit. Like my 40 is out in my driveway right now. Fucking fresh sandblast. And I'm like, fuck, I gotta get it in the garage.
I mean, every time I go to this fool's pad, I'm like, fuck, I gotta fix my car, dude. Like I'll see like the 4 or 5 cars he has, just like, I'm like, God damn it, I'm lagging it, homie. It gives me motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you got a TV at home?
nah, well, like in the living room, yeah.
Yeah, get rid of your TV.
I don't, yeah.
It helps.
He got that that trailer thing.
My tiny home. I'm almost done with that. I ain't gonna have no TV
It's
in
pretty
there.
sick. I seen it when he
I
first
got a
got
pretty
it.
cool
You got it
deck.
from me.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He got that thing from you.
I love it.
Yeah, he's like,
as
I
soon
got
as he
this
told me
thing.
he was gonna go spend 50 G's on one, I was like, nah, bro, here, take this.
Yeah,
He had it in the driveway, and I was like, "What are you gonna do with this?" It was pretty beat up, but it was still pretty solid. He had just ripped out the engine and transmission, and he's like, "You want it?" Like joking around. I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want it." And he's like, "Damn, you should have told me. I wouldn't have got rid of the transmission and engine."
Yeah,
and shit. I was like, "Fuck
I
it,
took the
dude."
motor and trans out because it was a brand new 460, and it ran and drove perfect. Like it was a perfect running, driving fucking motor. And then, I was like, fuck.
It's gonna be stationary for sure, but it's gonna be tits, homie. Like it's tiny, but like nice. I got a nice deck.
Yeah.
For a little barbecue area.
I know,
you
it
what
looks
I'm saying?
great.
Oh yeah, dude.
I love it.
That's gonna save me so much money. It's all gonna go into my cars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
A tiny home. That's a trend, man. They're making all kinds.
Hey,
Well,
of
if you think about
pretty
it,
cool.
like so many people strive to have this big giant house, and for what?
You're never gonna be in it. I mean, I spend more time in my cars or around my cars. I'd rather put my money in that. Later on, I want to buy a piece of land. I'll build a fucking house. I'll build one room. If I knock out a kid, I'll build another fucking room.
I've been buying. I've been in the market looking around trying to buy some property right now.
Oh, didn't you buy like a school or something?
I did. I bought a school.
What's up with that,
I'm telling
dude?
you, every time
You
I go
bought
to
a school? Where at?
I was going to turn it into a haunted house this year, but this fucking coronavirus bullshit and the governor of Illinois is a fucking piece of fucking shit. Which I'm not gonna get into that.
Hey, Sister just lifted the ban, homie. Fucking 250 people, 200.
You got a school?
We're gonna start having shows now.
Yeah, I bought a school. I bought a building. It's as big as this block.
That shit's huge.
It's on 2 acres. It's a fucking big giant brick school, and it's in this little town. It's 2 hours outside of Chicago. And it's actually, this is a funny story. I'll tell you this. My buddy, one of the guys in my car club, Bare Bones, Josh, he went ahead and he just posted on our message board that because he lives in a school twice the size of mine. And then in the front, he turned it into a pizzeria. And I'll send you the link. You can see it. It's awesome.
Any more schools? Fuck it.
Dude,
just gonna go buy a school,
okay, so check it out. So he's like, hey, man, you should look into buying these fucking distressed fucking schools. You can get them for...
Because the government's not doing nothing with them, right?
Nobody wants them. It's huge maintenance. I paid $20,000 for my school. $20,000.
The whole thing.
Like the whole thing. And okay, so check it out. I have half the block, right? My whole school, the field out back where the kids would play, right? All that land is all mine. I got a giant parking lot. I got the school. I got a huge fucking deal. Well, there's a house that's right in the middle of the back corner, right? So those houses are still selling for over $100,000 because it's a normal house with a normal little baby lot. But
that's
then
still cheap.
Yeah. But I just bought the whole block for $20,000 because nobody wants to fucking deal with the project. So my buddy, anyhow, he lives in a school. He's the one that got me turned on to it. He's like, dude, go on these. He's like, go on these state auction sites.
Real quick.
Well, dude, it was for sale for $6,000.
I remember you told me.
And I was like, holy fuck.
A whole school.
And then I ended up getting in a bidding war with this other guy, and it went up to 20 G's.
But it ain't shit for a block.
Exactly. So anyhow, so he lives in his, and the History Channel just hit him up because they want to do a show about living in these odd homes.
Yeah.
You know, because there's a bunch of people that, like, you go on these auction sites, and there's old banks. There's old fucking gas stations. There's all these old buildings that obviously need a lot of work. But at the same time, you're like, wait a minute.
Especially now with all the businesses closing down and shit.
Yeah, if I just turn that into a house, so he lives in this school. He has a band, and he has fucking, they practice. It has a stage and a gym.
Compound.
Exactly.
That's where it's at, homie. Fucking
So
compound, homie. I'm telling you, dog.
So he turns around, and they hit him up to do this, to be on this TV show. Well, then after they interviewed him, they're like, you know what? You're fucking amazing. Would you like to be the host? So he's talking to him right now. I don't know. Hopefully this doesn't shoot his foot.
But is it like in the middle of nowhere, dude? Like it's it's like you know.
But I mean,
you
we're
have
2 hours from Chicago.
So you have this property, but what are you gonna do around there? You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's the whole thing. What do you normally do? I fucking sit at my house and fucking build some shit.
Yeah,
I could be on the moon. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I don't need. See, that's the thing. I don't need.
Much,
like to. Well, yeah, but things. when I do go out, there's an event. You know what I mean?
Right,
there's something going on. But I'm not a super social person. Like, I'll go out and I'll hang out and whatnot, but it has to be a reason for me to go out.
Yeah.
I don't just go out because
because you're taking care of business all day.
Yeah, I'm taking care of mad business. I'm always doing something. I'm always grinding, always trying to do something, trying to make shit happen. But that's, now, and then it's even worse. The older I get, I mean, I just turned 43, and now I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do anything but sit at home and fucking work on my shit.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
people are like, hey, come to the
dream, homie.
Yeah, people are like, hey, come over here we're having a birthday, and I'm like, fuck.
My car ain't running. When it's running, I'll go.
Shit.
So what did you do with that school?
Well, I just paid I gotta drive out there now, because I had a brickwork mason guy go out and repair all the bricks. And then the roof just got fixed. I had to fix the whole roof. And then I was planning on spending this whole entire winter out there, but this whole
bullshit.
COVID fucking lockdown shit. So I was gonna have a haunted house this year, right?
Yeah.
Because
What about a party, homie? What about a
haunted
party?
houses make a lot of money.
Oh, that's right.
So I was gonna have a haunted house. So that was my goal, was to get this haunted house fucking thing going. I mean, it's a fucking abandoned school.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fucking
It
badass.
works.
It works.
Yeah.
It's creepy. It's scary. It's
Yeah.
right across from a fucking spooky fucking little park. I mean, it's fucking. So anyhow,
It'll sell.
So the city just the city just rezoned my school and put me in this program to where I can get funding from them to rebuild it, to help rejuvenate it. So that's what I'm doing.
They want to be a part of it.
So right now, yeah. So because they know I'm gonna bring some kind of draw to the city, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just kind of waiting on them to give me the okay, so that I can be like, okay, cool. I'm gonna keep the gym intact, and then
You can make a gym, like an actual gym.
It is no. I'm not gonna do the. I'm gonna keep it as like a banquet hall.
Oh, okay.
Because the town that it's in,
Quinceañeras all day.
Yes, quinceañeras, fucking birthday parties, concerts. I was gonna have a
homie. I was driving with this fool to fucking San Diego and shit, and fucking he's like, "You want to hear my playlist?" I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, dog. Like whatever." I like country, and he was playing some sick ass country, and he plays like all the jammers, homie, all the paisa songs I grew up listening to and shit.
In Spanish.
Just banda, homie. I was like, I looked at Cleen like 3 times and shit, like, what the fuck, homie?
I like the fucking jam, dude.
Oh, I mean, that's what's up, man. I respect that.
So yeah, as far as the school goes, it needs a lot of work to get up and running. But once I get it, I'm gonna try and have I wanted to have like a huge chopper party, like a camp out.
Homie, let me know. I'll
That'll
ride out
be
there.
cool.
To where you can camp out in the back,
That'll be
have a little bonfire, camp out, have a swap meet. Maybe I mean it's on such a big piece of land. I was gonna cut out like a mini bike track. And then fucking have mini bike races.
Yeah.
You know, I was gonna do something, but this whole COVID thing, kind of fucked everything up. So
yeah, I feel like the chopper scene, if any, are gonna be the first ones down. You know,
well,
for some
yeah.
shit.
But then again, you know, we're like real chopper dudes. They're gonna fucking show the fuck up.
Yeah, I'll go.
You know,
like next weekend.
Like dudes aren't gonna, you know, like, yeah, exactly. Like you just fucking say, hey, we're doing a fucking camp out this weekend. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So now it's getting a little late because it's kind of cold out there. It's starting to get cold.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might try and do like an indoor fucking swap meet here.
Yeah.
Like in the next.
Here or over there?
No, over there.
Okay.
Because the town's got a really good hot rod scene. Like there's a lot of fucking.
Some old school clubs have been out there for a long time.
I mean, there's a lot of fucking. I mean, just sitting there eating dinner. You know, watching dudes cruise the strip, man. There's a lot of cool fucking stuff hanging out, and you know, I guess the cool thing about this town is it's 2 hours outside of Chicago. It's just quiet. It's almost like a good getaway, and that's kind of what I got it for. It's just to kind of I fly into O'Hare, take the train, 2 hours, boom, I'm at the school.
That's what I want to do out here. Like go to the outskirts. The property's cheap as hell. And build like a big garage to work on your shit, but like away from everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just riding into town whenever you want to party.
That's it.
You know? All right, man. Well, we're going to start wrapping it up.
I hope we covered everything you wanted to hear.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, hell, you made us laugh. For sure. We're good.
Yeah.
I definitely want to give a shout out and a big thanks to Eric Casas, our fucking producer. If without him, we wouldn't be here.
Dude.
So I appreciate it. And thank you, sir, for coming. I was so glad you're our first guest. And definitely having you back on for sure.
I could have got a heads up on the way over here that, you know, I was the first guy. Like that, you know, I would have prepared a little bit, you know.
Shit, man.
It was good, man. It was good, you know.
Yeah, you did great, man.
Perfect.
Trust me, you made me feel comfortable. You know, I'm with the pro, you know. I feel comfortable.
Perfect.
Yeah, you did Ink Master, dude.
All right, homie, that's it. That's the homie podcast for you.
That's
Till
it.
next time.
It's a wrap.